Back here on Tri-State Sports Talk here on AM 730 KWOA. Our program continues here on this Wednesday as we want to catch up with the head coach of the Southwest Huskerz, the 9-man football team here in Worthington that, continues to do just outstanding here in year one as they're heading to the Southern Plains Football League Championship. Coach McCuen, how are we doing today, Ken?
Wonderful.
I'd imagine.
It's a stressful week, but it's good to be in the position that I'm in today.
Well, let's talk a little bit about this team. Let's go back. We talked obviously in the kind of the preseason or early season, I should say. You felt really good about this squad, about the talent, not just the talent, but also the guys that you put together, and this team was going to be very strong. You had a good feeling about it, and obviously going throughout the season with just one loss, getting the top seed in the Southern Plains Football League playoffs, and kind of when you look back at that regular season, I know one of the things you kind of talked about was trying to put together 4 quarters. And have you been able to do that so far in the playoffs? Have you been pretty satisfied with how the guys are playing so far with a couple of playoff victories under their belt?
Yeah, throughout most of the season, this regular season, we've, kind of struggled in the first half of our football games, and then all of a sudden at halftime something clicked, and I can't put my finger on what made it click, but in the second half we just played Husker football like we knew we could play, but in the playoffs here, the last 2 games I've been very, very impressed. And the score shows that we've played 4 quarters of football. And on every phase, from offense, defense, and special teams, they've been just bringing their A game, and I can't ask any more from what they're doing. We at practice this week, we can't, we can mop up a couple things maybe, but it's going to be just focus on what that other team's going to bring to us.
Going back to the victory here this last week, as Saturday night picked up a win over the Albert Lee Grizzlies by a score of 39-6, and you kind of talked about Huskers football. Tough defense. You guys really pride yourself on not just playing defense, but a very aggressive style of defensive play. And then offensively, we've seen throughout the years the running back combo being very effective, but when you had to air it, you've been able to have success there, and it seems like really you're able to, it seemed like that's probably the option they gave you, and you made them pay, as really thrown for, I believe, over 340 yards. Is that correct?
Yeah, teams, and they've done a good job of, they know we had a strong running game in Darion Smith and Khalid Waters. Darion Smith had, so far in the season and in the playoffs, he has 1,298 yards rushing and 20 touchdowns. Well, that's our number one weapon. And so the teams defensively would stack the box. And what I mean by stack the box, bring a lot of people to the line of scrimmage or by the line of scrimmage to stop him. Well, our offensive staff did a tremendous job in combating that, and put 4 wide receivers out, spread the ball out, and Jordan Larson, our quarterback, has taken advantage of it. Like you said, he had 18 completions for 334 yards and 3 touchdowns and no interceptions in our semifinal game against the Grizzlies. And he's had tremendous stats also. He has over 1,600 yards passing, 15 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions. And that's tremendous from your quarterback. That's what you want, is for that person, the quarterback that touches the ball all the time on offense, every offensive play, to not turn over the ball and create stuff with not only his legs but his arm.
Tell us a little bit about the night for Khalid Waters. 10 catches, I believe, over 220 yards of receiving and 3 touchdowns. And, we've seen him do it on the ground and now doing it through the air. Obviously, a lot of good weapons on this team, and it seems like he really had the chance to step up and made the plays on Saturday.
Wow, and he did. I was severely impressed with. I knew what he had, and it's taken him a little while to get into the scheme of our offense and to be that tremendous weapon. And we put him at our slot receiver. And with his speed, a linebacker has to cover him, and there isn't a linebacker that can cover him. And like you said, he went for 227 yards receiving from Larson, 2 Waters, and 3 touchdowns, and he really broke open that semifinal game last week.
So with the win, the Southwest Huskerz advance to the Southern Plains Football League championship game, where you get to take on the South Central Hogs, 5-time Southern Plains football champions, back-to-back national champions. Everybody knows that stuff, and obviously 2 very good football teams, and you're able to get the best of them in Truman. What were some of the keys then, going back to that game, what were some of the keys in getting that victory over the Hogs in the regular season?
Well, we won 21-9, and it was at their home, and it was a tough game. It was physical, which it should be. They have a very good team. Their record speaks for itself in the last 4 to 5 years, and being national champions. And you know, some of our keys were an aggressive, hard-hitting football team. We're very, very physical. And when you match physical to physical, and they're physical also, then your playmakers like a Darion Smith, like a Jordan Larson, like a Khalid Waters, Trey Johnson, defensively, Jordan Bow, Demetrius Washington, Tyler Decker, Mark Wright. I can go on and on and on, but then it comes to your skill positions and who wins the line of scrimmage. It is pretty much a battle, up front. But then all of a sudden we started hitting home runs in that game, and Trey Johnson broke it open with the 71-yard touchdown, and that kind of put it away for us. And that's what our big play players need to do in this game coming up here, is do the same thing. And we will be physical, and they will be too, and it's going to be a great battle.
So what are some of the things that you are preaching to the guys this week in preparation for Saturday night's game?
Well, be who you are. Be who you've been all year. This could be your last football game of your career. It's a lot of motivational right now. There's not much we can teach. After including the preseason, you're looking at we're already looking at 11 games in, and I feel they're ready. I feel they're ready for this. They're hungry. They've punched their ticket into this game, and a lot of it is going to come motivational wise. Not letting the overall atmosphere that's going to be in this game this week. The atmosphere is ramped up a little bit. Not letting that become a distraction, and going out and playing. I keep on reiterating it, Husker football, and being that physical team.
Once again, we're visiting here with the Southwest Huskerz head coach Ken McCuen. Of course, the Huskers' big game coming up here Saturday night at Trojan Field, taking on the South Central Hogs for the Southern Plains Football League Championship, and that's I believe, a 7 o'clock start at Trojan Field?
Yeah, 7 p.m. at Trojan Field in Worthington. Yeah.
So an excellent opportunity to come out and support the home guys again in what should be a very entertaining matchup again Saturday night at Trojan Field here in Worthington. Coach, anything else you'd like to add here today?
Well, at the end of the day, we can't get it done without our fans, and it was a tremendous showing last game. I believe we had over 300 fans just on the home side, and the Grizzlies brought a few fans also, and we know the Hogs will bring quite a bit of fans, and we appreciate all the fan support that really helps our players and our sponsors. Our sponsors have been tremendous, and that's the reason where we're at today is that we've had a tremendous backing from the Worthington community and the surrounding communities of Worthington, and we appreciate it and thank them all.
Somebody would like a little more information about the sponsors and, of course, the Huskers themselves. Is there a website they can go to?
Yeah, go to www.huskersfootball.com, and that will bring you right to our website, and you can look at us on Facebook. Also, just type in Huskers.
And a reminder, with a Z. Yes, exactly. A reminder with a Z at the end. But the Southwest Huskerz playing some excellent football and championship games Saturday night. Coach McCuen, as always, we appreciate the time, Ken. Best of luck to you and the guys Saturday night.
We appreciate it, Jared. You have a great week. Thank you.
You betcha. We'll have more on Tri-State Sports Talk coming up here on AM 730 KWOA.